So Oda gave us this super dope spread in chapter 1025. He loves to give hints and details in drops like this, and when I saw this, there was 3 huge predictions that immediately came to me. It would be insane if this happened, but okay, so the first things had to do with the 4 Yonkos on the edge of the drawing. Oda uses a lot of symmetry to create parallels in the story panels, the Ace Sabo Luffy to Roger Whitebeard Oden parallel panels as an example. Based off of this image though, I think Garp and Katakuri are going to die. Also maybe Katakuri has some kind of connection to Roger. So starting with the positioning, with the Yonkos on the edge, each Yonko is kind of overshadowed by a larger significant character, who are second in size only really to Luffy in the image. 2 of the 4 characters are dead, and died in an extremely important way, and each death set off a cascade of events that were significant to Luffy. The next thing is 3 out of the 4 characters have a direct relationship with Roger, like as direct can be. So that makes me wonder if Katakuri also shares that. Maybe it has to do with the God Valley incident, or maybe Katakuri idolizes Roger, which would symmetrically oppose Ace, but be similar to how Yamato idolizes Oden, despite being Kaido's son. Also, Katakuri idolizing Roger could explain why he took such a liking to Luffy during their fight. Now the other aspect is that Ace was killed because he confronted Blackbeard because Blackbeard betrayed his crew. Blackbeard captured Ace, gave him to the Marines to instigate Marineford, symbolically killing Ace, in my opinion. We just had the whole Cake Island arc, but it makes me wonder if there's going to be a parallel story where Katakuri confronts Big Mom and ends up dying. What kind of betrayal could Big Mom do? I mean, she's already pretty unhinged, but is there someone that she could kill that Katakuri wouldn't accept, and in whatever future war, he ends up on Luffy's side? Which we can maybe already kind of expect because it sounded like he low-key wanted Luffy to come back to defeat Big Mom anyways. There's also this brothers angle to this image, where Katakuri and Law parallel Sabo and Ace. Maybe meaning that Law and Katakuri are like new brother figures to Luffy, which we can already kind of see with Law. But yeah, exciting to see if any of these things actually happen. I'll do part 2 on Garp's side of the image in the next video. So part 2 to the chapter 1025 spread about why I think Garp is going to be killed, and to be honest, that would be the kind of death that shakes up a lot of people. In so many ways, it feels like Garp is the last pillar holding up the Marines from going into chaos, and even so many nations. Like Dragon low-key probably restrains himself against the Marines to avoid conflicts with Garp, which I think is crazy by the way that Dragon isn't even in this picture. But okay, so starting with the Kaido and Oden relationship. Kaido has various intentions that deal with Oden's territory, Wano. Ultimately, Oden is the biggest counter to Kaido, and as a result, Oden dies to Kaido. Oden's death went on to inspire a generation of samurais, and ironically Kaido's own son, and it's important to note that Yamato Oden's side of things end up putting them on Luffy's side as an ally. So now we take that and go to the parallel side of this image, to Shanks and Garp. So we have no idea what Shanks wants to do, what kind of role he has in the One Piece world, but from this image it feels like it's anti-marine or world government because he is countered by Garp here. Kaido wanted to take over Wano, make it his headquarters, and make the people subservient to him. Is that what Shanks wants to do with the world government, which means he would want to replace Im? I'm not sure, but because Garp and Oden are symmetrical here, it feels like Garp is going to die because he is an obstacle in Shanks' overall plan. His death will mobilize a whole faction of the world government, and the characters next to Garp that parallels Yamato is Koby, as in Koby will carry on Garp's legacy. Which, when I think of Yamato, Yamato's role is to carry out what Oden couldn't do, which is open up Wano and support Joy Boy. What is the role that Garp couldn't do, but Koby could do? Maybe that's support Luffy, who high-key, especially ever since the time skip, has been doing what the world government should be doing, and that was highlighted in the Dressrosa arc, and at the Reverie arc also. I'm honestly not sure about this theory, but if you think about the important characters that would make sense to die, Garp makes a lot of sense. And then he's on the other side of Oden. This image really gets me curious about what Shanks is going to do. He is such a mystery, and I can't wait to find out how Shanks fits into everything.